Peace and blessings, everybody. This is Bruja Bug here with your full moon reading. Thank you so much for your likes, shares, subscribes, and comments. Continue to share with like minded individuals. I do greatly appreciate it. This reading is for the final full moon of the decade, which is very powerful. It's the 12/12 portal, as you know. Today is 12/12, and the full moon came in at 12:12 a.m. The moon's powerful energy is 3 days before and also 3 days after. So, if there are any rituals or cord cutting or release rituals that you would like to conduct, you do still have time. If you would like to book a private reading with me, please email me. My email is bruhabook777@gmail.com. So, I did meditate and I pulled some cards from the Crystal Power Tarot deck off camera. And on camera, I will also be pulling clarifiers from the Queen of the Moon Oracle and also the Energy Oracle deck. Okay? So let's settle in and get right to it. So the overall energy, which was the shadow card, is the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands reads, I am always open to good news. So the Page of Wands is telling you that there's good news coming. The Page of Wands is a bearer of important news. The Page of Wands can be a loyal and faithful person in your life, a trusted friend, a stranger with good intentions for you. So this overall energy is letting you know that good news is on the way. Okay, good news is on its way, and that was the shadow card. Okay, and the first card we have, and let me turn this light down just a little bit, is the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups reads, I embraced joyful opportunities. The Three of Cups speaks to a conclusion. And this full moon is a closing of the last 10 years of any karmic debt, any loose ends that may have been still straggling around. This full moon is a big moon to release under. Okay, if there's any bad habits, any negative thought processes, any negative people, now is the time to cut them out, cut them off. Do not bring them into 2020 with you. Okay, and the Three of Cups is just letting you know that there's a resolution coming that for any problems that you had over these last 10 years. And if you think back where you were 10 years ago and how you thought and how you managed or handled your life back then, just review with gratitude. Review with gratitude, because all those things, no matter how negative that they may have been, brought you to the place where you are now. So you can't hold resentment for those things. Okay? And that was for somebody, I'm not sure who, but you need to let it go. Okay? And now is the perfect time to do so. But with the Three of Cups, it does talk about friendships. So there may be new friendships or a joining of people whom you will need going forward into your next season. Okay, the Three of Cups speaks of compromise, fulfillment. So again, going into 2020 is going to be big. Okay. Second card we have is the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands says, I'm inspired to follow my passion. Ace of Wands is about creation, beginning. It's about fortune or fortunate events. It's a birthing process with the Eight of Wands. You're bringing something new in, okay? It's the beginning of meaningful experiences and Somebody might be having a baby. Don't know who that's for. Certainly not for me, but it might be for somebody out there. It's a birthing of something new. It's a start to a wondrous adventure in your life. And it's also, Spirit is also saying, like, it's an indicator for you to start. Just start. You can't take you got to take the first step to go anywhere. And it's just, Spirit is saying, just start. Whatever this project is, or this undertaking that maybe you really just, it's something that you desire to do, but you not like you, it's like you are holding back, or you're letting fear or self-negative talk keep you from hitting the gas on whatever this is. Ace of Wands is here to tell you, just start. Because whatever this is going to bring you gain in your life. Okay? Whether it's gain in experiences, finances, love, whatever it might be. The world needs your gift. That's why God put it in you. Okay? And then finally, we have the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords reads, I take care of the detail and stay in control. And if you look at the page, if you look at his face, Page of Swords, he focused. Okay? The Page of Swords is somebody who's very, very perceptive. Somebody who pays great attention to detail, who's vigilant. Somebody who's alert. So this is saying pay attention. And I believe the last reading that I posted, I spoke about paying attention to detail. Because your blessings can be in the details and the small things that we tend to overlook. Okay? Spirit is saying, if you start, I'll help you finish. If you start, I will help you finish. Okay. So I'm going to pull clarifier from the Queen of the Moon Oracle. I thank you, Spirit, for the message. I thank you for your message of hope and resilience and of new things that are coming. And how we welcome those new things and we pay attention and we remain focused and vigilant. Thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you for your love. Thank you for guidance. Thank you for your protection. Okay, Spirit, what is a clarifier that we can use for this message? Okay. And this is a beautiful card. I'm going to read out of the book for this one. This card is Nourishment. Do you see this card? The beauty in this card. All of the things that's blooming and the cleansing that's going on in this card also. As you can see, is water flowing from the moon. The water flows down to nourish the seeds that you've planted over these last 10 years have been nourished. Okay? And you have to continue to nourish yourself. And this is waxing crescent. So let's see. And the affirmation is, I choose to nourish myself. Choose to nourish your mind, body, and spirit. Feed your values When you are jealous or envious, it is a sign that you are actually hungering for. Pay attention to your health. All of us have a set of values that are as individual as our fingerprints. Sometimes we aren't sure what they might what they might be if asked, but unconsciously we know. How do we know? Because if our values are not being met or lived, we rebel. We get angry, sad, depressed, irritable, or stuck. Or we take chaotic choice in our decision making, and commonly our relationships in life are not harmonious. Meeting our values and living by them is a sure way to nourish our being. We feel more complete and fulfilled if we are able to do that. Additionally, it probably isn't an exaggeration to say that the Western world is obsessed by food for the wrong reasons. Food is often used as pain relief with many people overeating due to anxiety or pain. Food becomes a diversion rather than something that is nourishing or even simply enjoyable. Learning to nourish bodies purely to give them what they really need is key to mental and physical health. So, this is talking about not only nourishing your spirit, but also how we are nourishing our bodies and our minds. What are we feeding ourselves? What are we feeding ourselves emotionally? What are we feeding ourselves spiritually? Okay? Every interaction is, we take on something from every interaction. That's why it's very, very important that we stay protected. We stay protected at all times. Whether you carry protection crystals, whether you burn sage at the end of the day, whatever it might be. Have protective talismans that you might wear on your necklace or, anything. Make sure you protect yourself and pay attention to what you're feeding yourself. Not just food, although the book did speak about food, but I believe that was just an analogy for you to just pay attention to what you're feeding yourself and the manner in which you're doing so. Okay? Be pure in your intentions, be pure in your interactions. Okay? And finally, I'm going to pull from the Energy Oracle. And I thank you so much, Spirit. And finally, we have the World card. So we had a world here, and we have the World card. Okay? The World card is confirmation that everything is coming full circle, that your blessings are, they're here. So have no worries going into this next season, into this 2020 season, into this new year, this new calendar year. Have no worries at all, because you're divinely guided and protected. And I'm gonna read out of the book for this one also. 29. Expansion. Opening up. This card is reminding you to expand your vision and contemplate some much broader options. The world is wide, so there is a lot out there to consider. This card lets you know that you have unlimited resources available to you, and now is the time to think big. As they say, the world is your oyster, so get ready to gobble it up. And the affirmation for this card is, my life expands into boundless horizons with unlimited powerful energy. A world of possibilities is open to me now. Ashe, ashe, ashe. That was the perfect card to round out this reading. I thank you so much, Spirit. Understand that now is the time that things are coming to a conclusion. Now is the time to release those things that no longer serve you. Cut those cords, cut those relationships, cut those business dealings, cut out the things that are no longer for you. You have to make room for your blessings. Make room for this friendship with the Three of Cups, this healing, this fulfillment, this compromise that's coming. Okay, with the Ace of Wands, because it's a new beginning, and this new beginning will be very beneficial for you. So understand that you need to start. With the Page of Wands, be vigilant, pay attention to detail. Perceive, use discernment. Spirit just said discernment. Use discernment. And with the Page of Wands that we had, important news is coming. And that important news was with the World card, letting you know the world is your oyster. Is yours to be had. It's already here. You got to start first. And I do hope and pray that this message resonated with you. Do continue to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you. I thank you for the love. I thank you for the support. Again, if you would like to book a personal reading, please email me, brewhowbook777@gmail.com. Thank you so much. God is love. Love is all. Namaste. Peace.